Hey guys, it's Zach here, and welcome to another episode of Pajama Theater. Today, we travel back to the simpler and cozier time of hand-drawn animation with a 1984 Romanian sci-fi adventure film, Delta Space Mission. Newly scanned and restored in 4K, we're checking out the Blu-ray release brought to us by the folks at Deaf Crocodile Films. The movie is a wacky and wonderful journey through the cosmos, and is presented alongside some awesome bonus features to satisfy. Before we get to unboxing our physical release, let's talk a bit about the film itself. Delta Space Mission takes place in the far future during the year of 3084. Humanity has advanced incredibly and is now part of a wider intergalactic organization. Alongside other intelligent races, the Earthlings build and implement a new supercomputer named Delta, who will independently operate their newest space station. In turn, we're introduced to our main character and protagonist for the film, Alma. Alma is an alien reporter who arrives on scene in order to learn and write about the newest creation. Upon being shown Delta's housing, Alma praises it for its beauty and grandeur. In response, Delta malfunctions as it attempts to process the idea of attraction. One thing leads to another, and Delta ultimately goes rogue, attacking Alma and crew in rebellion, and eventually fleeing into the depths of space. From here on out, it's up to Alma, her metal-eating alien dog named Tin, and an assortment of acquaintances and crew members to track down Delta and save the galaxy. In their pursuit of the sentient computer, Alma and friends must face many challenges, including elemental giants, deadly sci-fi environments, and an army of evil robots sent to hunt down and capture Alma herself. Overall, Delta Space Mission is a quaint yet wonderful sci-fi adventure. The story isn't exactly anything new or exciting, but as a family film and animated feature, the writing takes a backseat in order to let the artwork shine. The simple story allows for all sorts of encounters, filled with a vast array of crazy fauna and flora to discover. There's a lot of slow-paced content that allows you to soak in the scenes and the environments, really showcasing the psychedelic artwork from gorgeous painted backgrounds to colorful and wacky animations. As such, Delta Space Mission does not lack in the visual department, and on top of that, there's plenty of sci-fi fantasy action to be had, keeping the short runtime engaging enough and really feeding into the nostalgic senses reminiscent of classics such as Star Trek and 2001 Space Odyssey. If you're a fan of space-traveling science fiction or of classic hand-drawn animation, then I can't recommend Delta Space Mission enough. It's nothing to praise highly in a critical sense, but those who enjoy these genres and mediums will find a hidden gem in this release. Let me know down in the comments what you think, and share your favorite animation films below. There's a whole world of hand-drawn independent animation out there, and I'm hopeful that more boutique labels will seek out similar works. Until then, we've got a physical copy of Delta Space Mission to check out, brought to us by Deaf Crocodile Films, so without further stalling, let's go unbox our release. Here we are with Deaf Crocodile's release of Delta Space Mission. It comes in a sturdy slipcover, adorned with artwork on both the front and the back. There's some embossments on the front and side as well, and underneath, we have our clear Blu-ray case. It has differing artwork on the front side, and all of our release information on the back. If we open it up, we'll find a single Blu-ray disc on the right, as well as a small booklet inclusion here on the left. Running 8 pages long, cover to cover, it contains a single article from Stephen R. Bissett, in which he discusses the animation industry of Romania during the 60s, 70s, and onward, as well as Delta Space Mission's place in the then-evolving film environment, targeting a wider audience during a time when cartoons were aimed primarily at children. With the booklet aside, we can jump back to the case to note that the sleeve is indeed reversible, featuring an alternate artwork option on the opposing side. With that, however, we fully unboxed our copy of Delta Space Mission. There's some great supplements presented alongside the film itself, so let's head on over and check out what all is included on the disc. Delta Space Mission is presented here in 2K from a 4K scan of the original camera negative by the Romanian National Film Archive and CNC Romanian Film Center. It also features digital restoration work by Craig Rogers of Deaf Crocodile Films. The movie brings with it the original Romanian audio with English subtitles as well. On top of that, we have a second audio option in the form of a newly recorded commentary track to listen to on the rewatch. The commentary track features author, film critic, and editor Kat Ellinger, someone who appears in many boutique Blu-ray releases and whose commentary tracks I always look forward to. Ellinger brings a great historical context as always, giving the film much more weight across many different aspects. She compares Delta Space Mission to the overall animation industry, drawing its roots from the early years of giants such as Walt Disney Animation Studios. Ellinger also discusses the geopolitical foundation of the film and its Soviet Union influences. Overall, a fantastic analysis and discussion of the movie, and as such, I highly recommend watching the film over with Kat Ellinger's commentary track. With the feature presentation aside, we have a handful of visual supplements to check out as well. Starting us out is my personal favorite inclusion, 2 short films, or episodes, from the original Delta Space Mission television program. Running about 15 minutes in total, these shorts are a wonderful oddity for an animation geek like me. It's not necessarily directly related to the feature film's story, but they make for fun little sci-fi adventure cartoons in their own right, featuring a couple of space travelers as they face a prehistoric planet in one episode and an underwater planet in another. Check these out for a mini dose of sci-fi animation goodness. To round out our release, we move over to the final bonus feature, a 40-minute interview with Delta Space Mission's co-director, Kalin Kazan, hosted by Dennis Bartok of Deaf Crocodile Films. Over the course of the interview's runtime, Kazan shares about his career and interests in film, and ultimately focuses on animation as a medium in Romania, and on Delta Space Mission as a production in particular. Overall, it's a great inclusion, but if I had one complaint, it would be the lack of subtitles. Not all boutique labels have the tendency to caption their supplements, but in this case I would have heavily preferred it, as Kazan's accent can make it difficult to understand the conversation at times, and unfortunately there are no subtitles available. With that, however, we've completed our look at Deaf Crocodile's release of Delta Space Mission as a whole. The movie itself is a fantastic curio from an age of animation that is slowly fading, and makes for a great sci-fi adventure decked with psychedelic visuals and wondrous creativity. Check it out for yourself, and let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are on the film and the animation medium as a whole. Do you miss classic hand-drawn animation like I do, or are you a proponent of the ever-expanding age of computer graphic animation? Until then, thanks so much for joining me once more here on Pajama Theater. Like this video and subscribe to support the channel, and as always, thanks again, take care, and I'll see you next time.